I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah. Just go to general submission on what you think will be the
Judgement Day now. So we'll wait and see what they do. But they said that today is an opportunity for Nigeria to rewrite its history and to redraw his map of justice. Today is a make or mar day of Nigeria. And I'm not exaggerating. So, but I hope that common sense has prevailed, especially considering the period that we are in view of the failure, the glaring failure of the government. I hope he must have spoken to the judge to postpone whatever he planned to do until what was Nnamdi Kanu.
If Nnamdi Kanu is convicted, what message does he send to someone like you?
It doesn't matter. You know, they have already made up their mind. The conviction of Mandela did not stop another Mandela. Wow. The conviction, the killing of Malcolm X did not stop freedom fighters. The killing of Martin Luther King did not stop people from fighting for justice. So conviction of Nnamdi Kanu is not going to stand. That won't be much I can tell you. But even if they do, they are the ones who will reverse it themselves.
Okay, sir. Would you like to advise the president right now, considering what Jonathan faced with the Chibok girls, and now that the school girls have also been kidnapped and they are yet to be found, and it was reported that soldiers who were deployed to go rescue them were also killed and they were ambushed on their way to the place?
I don't advise a government that has no legitimacy, so let them take the advice from them.
Okay, the killing of Brigadier General Oba and the video we saw, if you are to assess the situation we have right now, where even the military themselves do not get the protection that they are supposed to give Nigerians, would you say it's a failure on their part, or that there needs to be something that should be done?
Any country that recruits terrorists to join the army has already destroyed their forces. As we speak, the amount of money the Nigerian government spends in rehabilitating Boko Haram in Gombe State, they have a site is much more than the cost of running a university, a federal university in Nigeria. And then when they are rehabilitated, they then recruit them into the military. So these are the people you should ask why they do that. Because they have also made an effort to even claim that the general location was revealed by Sahara reporters, which is part of their blame game. You should ask them who revealed the location of Colonel Ali to terrorists, who revealed the location of another brigadier general, or General Dini, who was shouting that the Nigerian military just generally bring people to bring all kinds of people to the war front, but they don't actually prepare for it. They don't equip them. That's a well-known fact. So they are the ones who kill their general. You should hold the president responsible for the death of the general or the top echelon of Nigeria. They are the ones. They should investigate the people who are leaking his location actively to terrorists. And any attempt to blame the media, of course, they always blame the media for something every week. They blame me for something every week. I'm surprised that they have not been protesting against me. They protested 3 times against me this year. So they took me to jail for fighting for Nnamdi Kanu. I went to Lagos, they declared me wanted. So they have to blame me for something. They have to blame Sowore one time every week for something. Maybe this December they will blame me for the high cost of goods and services and transportation to anywhere.
So I quickly want you to react to Shegumi and some of the allegations he made, considering the issues we have at hand, and known fact that his son is even in the military. Is there a disconnect in that?
You see, what makes the likes of Shegumi relevant is because Nigeria has failed at it. And Shegumi is just his own little trial and error in this, figuring out, one day at a time, how to keep either his constituency well taken care of, or just it might also be that he doesn't know any better. Yes. But it's not his fault. It's the fault of government. So that we don't keep blaming the wrong people for what should be the duty of people.
Thank you, sir. So, what of your issue with the Lagos State Police? And they still say you are wanted at the moment.
I've told you that the Lagos State Police Command, Judgement at his phone, is one of the most idiotic police commissioners in Nigeria. But I heard he wants to become IGP. So he's trying to please Tinubu. That's it's not relevant. I don't waste my time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your Excellency.
Hey! How are you?
I'm fine.
Well,
How you doing? Yeah.
understand the code of confidence? Well, one of them I'm shooting, that's our own. I have to get it.
Yeah.
So, Umar is not which one calls seizure of camera for court again? What's all this harassment again? You are harassing people now. Yeah. You are harassing people now. Calm yourself down, please. You know, the problem. Why do you hate camera? The problem is with camera. Is it not a court of law? Oh, so bad. Oh.
But you don't know what tomorrow brings. Speed is crazy. People down in life every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't.
All right, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me in this video. You can hear Omoyinde Sowore saying something very important. He is saying that actually, that the federal government of Nigeria, he knows they have made up their mind. But you know, this issue of court proceedings is all about the judge. It is what the judge wants to do. At times, if judge feels that he don't have the mind to betray the people and betray the constitution, he can disobey the government. So nobody knows what is going to happen. Nobody knows what James Omotosho is going to rule until he speaks, until his final decision. So that is what is going on right now. And as you can see in Abuja, in the southeast, in so many places, you can see that tension is high. And the federal government are beefing up security. Why? General was killed. So many soldiers were wiped away. Schoolgirls were adopted. People were attacked in the church. Yesterday, the terrorists went back to the same Kwara state to attack people. But you know what? They are not beefing up security for all these things. They are beefing up security because of a court case of Nnamdi Kanu. See, if you understand how this country works, you will shake your head. Now, Ansaru terrorists, if they are trying, then nobody knows. You understand? Like, nobody comes to court. The SS will not even come to court. But the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, they will beef up security. You know, Nigeria can never get it right. So join me this morning. You can join us through the link on the comment section and tell us what you think on this Nnamdi Kanu's judgment. The one Sowore said the conviction of Nelson Mandela did not stop his idea. When Nelson Mandela was convicted because he was standing against apartheid, you know what happened? Nelson Mandela kind of people were trampled, you know. Many of them rose up, and no matter how many times they try to, you know, kill their spirit, do so many things against them, at the end, they got freedom. And that is this South Africa you have today. Many people were being killed. Apartheid was evil law. They were using evil law to try them. You can't enter where white men enter. You can't enter where white people live. Like the discrimination, the racism was so bad. You know, one man rose up, Nelson Mandela. He said, no, this thing is not supposed to be so. We own this land. You can't discriminate us. I will fight for my people. He picked up arm. Yeah. Even when he was arrested with gun, fighting for his people. And he was jailed for 20-something years. But you know what? Today, the world celebrates Nelson Mandela's Day. You cannot argue what you don't know. You cannot talk about what you don't know. So many things going on in Nigeria today. A lot of people don't understand the magnitude of impending doom ahead of them. That is why a lot of people don't understand the importance of someone like Nnamdi Kanu, whether you like his way or not. Time will come. Just give it 2-3 years or some years to come. You will understand the importance of this man, Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, you understand the importance. Look at, if the people of Middle Belt right now have someone like Nnamdi Kanu, I will tell you that maybe people will come after him, they will still arrest him, but Middle Belt will not be like that. Because what is happening in Middle Belt, in Benue, Plateau State, all those things, they have tried it countless times with the Igbos. They have tried countless times with the people from the southeast, even killing their people who are in the northern part of the country, doing all those things. So people realize the importance of Nnamdi Kanu. That is why people are standing with him. That is why everybody is showing solidarity with him. That is why everybody wants to associate with him, because they know his value. They know the importance of this man, what this man is standing for. It is only people who actually are masterminding the terrorism in Nigeria that don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be, to be released. They might be from southeast, they might be from southwest, they might be from north, they might be outside the country. It might be other, colonial power. But what I'm trying to say is that, you see, the people who don't want insecurities to stop for the motive known to them, these are the only people who don't want the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They are minority few who are taking the decisions happening in this country. But you know what? It is coming to an end. And that is why I was telling people yesterday, do everything you can do to stay alive till next year, February, March. Yes, there is a shake-up. Something good but terrible is going to happen. There will be a terrifying moment. So, no matter the outcome of court today, no matter the outcome of, court case today, it cannot, change the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for a just cause. I'm just giving you an example of Nelson Mandela, who was even convicted and jailed for so many years. But at the end, what transpired? What happened? You celebrate him today now. If you mention Nelson Mandela today, everybody will raise hand for you, because that name reminds people of freedom. That name reminds people of fighting freedom. But when they arrested him, they say, "Oh, you are a terrorist. You are carrying gun." Talk less of Nnamdi Kanu that they did not find gun with him. In the case of Nelson Mandela, he was carrying gun. Yes, because you cannot be a terrorist bringing gun to kill his people in the name of you are a white man. If black men enter the side of the white people, they will shoot them. And you ask somebody fighting for them not to carry gun, it doesn't happen anywhere. Check the history of territories being conquered. You must be able to rise up to defend yourself. So we are going to look into it. At this moment, let us start bringing a guest to the screen. So this is a public opinion platform. If you come, you can share with us what you think. We can argue. You understand? We can argue about things, but you know what? The truth cannot be hidden. All right, here we go. All right, without wasting much of our time, let's go into bringing guests in. Mr. Obondo, good morning. Thanks for joining. Had not. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Let's go with the first person that came in, Obondo. I know Obondo might not be your name, so you tell us the best name that we are supposed to address you with and where you are joining us from. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Thanks for joining us. Where are you joining us from?
I am calling you from the city of Abuja, FCT.
How is Abuja this morning?
Abuja is fine on my end.
Good to hear that. All right. As you know, the Federal High Court in Abuja today want to deliver a judgment about Nnamdi Kanu, but it is a very keen reminder to people that this is not the first time Federal High Court is delivering judgment. We have 3 subsisting High Court judgment, Federal High Court judgment to say that have delivered judgment in favor of Nnamdi Kanu, but those, rulings were not respected. You might call it whatever name you want to call it, but the pronunciations were made from the court. And the appeal court, as you know, discharged Nnamdi Kanu some time ago, but the federal government continued lingering, the case because of the best, reasons known to them, of which we know. So today, what do you think that is the handwriting on the wall?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to bring on my camera. Can you see me?
No, I can see. Okay, yeah, I can see you right now.
All right. I want to say thank you for this platform. And before I start, what I want to say, I just need us to confirm that you are pro free speech.
Yeah. Are you with us? Since your network is bad, or what happened?
Sorry, my network cut out a bit. Sorry, my network cut out a bit. Yeah, but can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You are asking me whether I'm a pro free speech. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And that is why here is a public opinion platform. Everyone can come here and say what is in his mind.
Mr. Marcel, the reason why I'm saying this is because I've been in free speech communities, and free speech people are not, they think that they can handle free speech until you oppose them. Then they get to even see that they're not even used to free speech. I'm saying this because I'm not in support of our brother Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm a Igbo. I speak Igbo. I'm an Igbo boy, and I'm somebody that I am a beneficiary. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, you go on. You can tell us what you think about it. Everybody must not have one opinion. You understand?
Yes.
Everybody must not have one opinion. Everybody have what he thinks.
Sure. So, and I am a beneficiary of the Biafran war, meaning that I have my fair share of the pain. You see, so and I can say I can say I understand Nnamdi Kanu's pain, but I have seen this thing in history. I've seen it times and times happen. It's like just cause you fight for the freedom of the people, it doesn't mean that those people would actually be free, even if you get what you're clamoring for.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are with you.
So and I'm saying
you are talking. Yeah.
Sure, I'm saying. Yes, all right. So really, we could always talk about the injustice that the Nigerian government is pronouncing on Nnamdi Kanu, and all the negativities around this. But for me, I would just keep it at Nnamdi Kanu. To me, is one of these Christ figures. I believe he himself doesn't understand that humanity is beyond land and protection. I'm saying this because we have seen people like Jesus Christ. They've come and they have done these things, and the people still are not liberated. Even the Nelson Mandela that you make reference to, look at the world today. Look at South Africa today. The black community in South Africa. I mean, I've not been there before, but I hear that it's still not a great situation.
All right. How much do you know Nnamdi Kanu? What do you know about Nnamdi Kanu?
I know Nnamdi Kanu this is from first observation of the man. I see him as a man in pain because I'm talking from his point of spirituality. I'm looking at the spiritual essence of a man. You see, and when I see Nnamdi Kanu, I see a man that has not processed the pain that he is in, and he is acting from a point of pain. He's acting from a point of anger. You see, I see
Okay.
him
All right.
lose his cool even before he was arrested. I mean, yeah. So that's the man. That's the kind of person I see Nnamdi Kanu as a man who is
All
in
right.
pain
Let me
and
ask
has not
you,
healed his own. Okay. Mm.
yeah, let me ask you another question so that we can flow like this. It's important we understand
Sure.
everything in your mind. As you say, it's free speech.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
do you
Exactly.
know why
Please.
Nnamdi Kanu started the Biafra agitation? The Biafra agitation have been right from time, but do you know why Nnamdi Kanu
Mm.
started his own part of Biafra agitation with Radio Biafra and subsequently the formation of ipob?
I am not aware. Why did he start?
Okay, it started in 2012 when
Mm-hmm.
United Nations holds a sitting on sectarian killing. When Boko Haram declares that if you came from southeastern part of the country and the whole Christians in the north should leave the north within 3 days because the north belongs to Sharia. That was the birth of Radio Biafra. You can go and verify what I'm saying on United Nations website. Is there. You can go to BBC, Al Jazeera, and the video is still there where Boko Haram asked Christians and Igbos to leave the north, that if they didn't leave, that they are going to kill them. So if you even have second phone, as I'm talking, you can type it and know what I'm even talking about right now. So
No, I trust.
after
I
3
trust what
days,
you're saying. Just go ahead.
after 3 days, Igbos, Christians did not leave the north because we have northern Christians as well. What happened? They started bombing churches. They started killing people, and a lot of things started going on. You know what happened? The likes of Nuhu Rebadu, the present National Security Advisor, the present President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Muhammadu Buhari, they went to United States to tell the United States that Boko Haram terrorists are killing Christians, that the US should come for assistance. I'm telling you what happened, so it's verifiable. Nnamdi Kanu had to start Radio Biafra, telling his people, these people are killing you. They say you should leave. The government are not protecting you. So we ourselves have to protect ourselves and agitate to have our own country where we can protect ourselves. That is the birth of Radio Biafra. So a lot of people don't know where Nnamdi Kanu started. Now the question is, those who bomb churches, who kill people, today they are in the Nigerian military. Do you understand where this thing is coming from? Today they are in the Nigerian military. Today some of them are close to becoming CDS. I mean people who bomb churches, And that is why today when you hear they kill military, you don't know who is giving them the information. So this was what Nnamdi Kanu saw. He started Radio Biafra, then fast track to 2014, 2015. Then Nnamdi Kanu now got the information that the coalition of CPC and AC, that is AC of Tinubu and CPC of Buhari, that they want to import 3 million militias, Fulani militia from Sahel. That was what made Nnamdi Kanu to leave London and say, no, I can't stay here and be talking alone. I have to come back and tell my people what is going on. Now, look at the craziest thing. These people came to national television. They admitted that they imported these bandits today. It's on the Chinese television. It's on their Rise News. So they did not say, oh, we didn't import it. They said, no, we only import it to remove Jonathan. We only import it to rig election. And after that, what happened? Everything now scattered. For example, let me give you the names of what I'm saying. Like what Kuwa Baraje said. Take a listen to this.
Let me first of all say that the idea of bringing people from outside the country to destabilize wasn't, I mean, I didn't say they brought people to destabilize. What I said was that the idea, they actually brought people into the country with the intention that those people will come and vote for them. I think you understand? And they never realized, they never knew, they were never convinced that they were going to win that election because PDP was very, very strong on ground. So the fear was that they were going to lose the election. So the only thing they could do was to bring in people who could serve as mercenaries to come and win elections for them through the back door. But when the new PDP came on board and joined them and to form the APC and won the election, they didn't know what to do with those people. And in the process, those people became uncontrollable. I mean, many.
Are you with me? Obono, unmute yourself.
I am with
All
you,
right.
please. Go ahead. I'm with you.
Do you listen to what he said now?
I heard what he said. I've heard everything. Hold on.
Very
Phil.
good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, talk to me.
Good. Watch the words that you're using. Watch the words that you're using. The words you're using are protection. Protection. You see? That's one key word you have used today. That Nnamdi Kanu began what he began because of a situation of protection. So the question is, can you understand that word protection? Because sometimes as I see a lot of even professors in so-called academic institutions say things that they don't understand. Just because it's a word and you can say it doesn't mean you understand what it means. The question is not our brother, or will he take to protect the so-called, I don't know if it's the Igbo people or including the people in Port Harcourt too. Does Nnamdi Kanu understands what it takes to protect a land? Because what was happening in Burkina?
I think he understands this very well.
You think or you know?
The reason why I say I think he understands this well, because this is your own point. You know, you are the one talking. I'm just asking you question. So if I'm talking, I will talk what I know. So you are the one talking. That's why I said I think he knows. Yeah.
Yeah, because I believe he doesn't. I strongly believe it.
So why do you think so?
I believe so because the word protection has to do with security. We're talking about security here.
Perfect. This is where we are going to come into the deep. I want you to speak out. So go for that. Don't worry, I'll give you more time.
Sure. So we're talking about security here, and the question is, when we're talking about security, we're talking about military. We're talking about military training.
No. Security has nothing to do with military training alone. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Recently, Director General of DSS told us that we should not wait for the military and the police. I mean, this serving one. Don't wait for the military and the police to protect your communities, to protect yourselves, to protect your land, because we don't have the capacity to do that. Like yesterday, you saw what happened in the House of Senate. They said they need urgent 100,000 military because Nigeria don't have what it takes to protect the people. The chief of army officer, the one that left when the rumor of coup happened, he said that even though you deploy the whole military in Nigeria, that they can't fight this insecurity because they are underlying issue. So when it comes to security of Nigeria, even Tinubu is aware that the military don't have what it takes to do it. Now, Tinubu says something, and I quote, "If I fight insecurity in Nigeria, they will kill me." This was aired on Arise News. Tinubu did not deny it up to today because she told Haja Mohammed about this. So if you understand the security or what these security men have said, do you still believe that military training alone is what security is?
No, I feel like you're not getting the gist of what I'm saying.
Right.
You're talking about shortage of military power. That's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that to protect the land, you need militia, you need military training.
You need military training, but it does not require military people alone. I can join forces to protect my village. You understand? You can join forces in the form of federal vigilante and all those. Every community in Nigeria today, as I speak to you, they are desperate for vigilante. For those who don't have it, they are forming vigilantes. So you don't require only military training and all those things.
Hold on. Always watch what I'm saying when I'm talking, because I'm using specific words.
Okay.
I'm using specific words. Always watch it. I said military training.
Okay.
You see, because there's a difference between a vigilante and a trained soldier.
Anyway, every vigilante today have military training. The word military training is not only associated with the military. The training military got, every vigilante person can have it, even more than the military. For example, the training of Nigerian military today is too low compared to global standard. They were only trained on martial arts and all those things. They are not being trained. How many military officers that can control area drone today? But vigilantes control drones. Vigilantes use technology. So when you talk about military training, Nigeria has a very low grade, 20% of training about military today. So I want you to go straight to the point before we go to the other person. I want to tell you, I want you to tell us, like, what is,
okay,
because you made mention that you don't agree with Nnamdi Kanu. I wanted to get the exact point why you don't agree with him, so that we get your point before we go to the another person.
Sure. And one love to everyone listening to this. I don't agree with Nnamdi Kanu because the problem is beyond just fighting for freedom and making promises you can't keep. You see?
Okay, what is the problem? If you said the problem is beyond fighting for freedom, what is the problem?
What is the problem?
Yeah, you said the problem is beyond fighting for freedom. So what is the problem you are talking about? I just want to know.
Okay, please, whoever that's going to listen to this, what I will say will sound schizophrenic and is going to be a mind-shaking thing I want to say, but I'm going to say it anyway since you have asked this dicey question. The problem for me is an ancient problem. There is a spiritual problem, not just in Nigeria, but the whole world. You see, because watch this. Nnamdi Kanu is triggered because of killing of Christians. But the Igbo people are not Christians now. Christianity is something that came from the West.
No, not just killing of Christians. If you understand what is going on in Nigeria, it's ethnic cleansing. Ethnic cleansing. And every ethnicity have their dominant religion, of which Igbos are Christian,
and hold on,
religious people dominated.
Ethnic cleansing that is linked to the Islamic jihadists.
Yeah.
And then what is Islam if it is not something that is bettered from Christianity? You see, so but let's just leave it at this because it's a very dicey topic. Because Nnamdi Kanu opens his mouth and says things like the Igbos are Jews. I don't know if he still believes that today. So I'm saying that a man, because they say the kings rule by divine right. What inspires a man to lay his life on the line for another person? We're talking military here. Because it's the act of killing a fellow human being, including your own self.
It's all right. I was even expecting that maybe you have a very, big something. That is why I gave you, much time to talk. I thought you have a very big something that made you to disagree with Nnamdi Kanu. But you have not been able to convince me or give me one. So that was why I gave you much time. However, I think you can stay online. Don't go away. So that
I'm maybe going to be here to the end.
Yeah, so that some persons will talk to you. You will have to reply to them. So let us go to the next person, Mr. Mr. Hartnott, you're on the line. Thanks for joining us.
Mazi Okocha, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Okay. So let me say something to that our Igbo brother. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So let me put it like this. at 1966 or 1967, the southeast region of Nigeria had the fastest growing economy in all of West Africa.
Yeah.
We had the highest number of technocrats in all of Black Africa. The Igbos in all of Nigeria, we were part of the administration. We were the ones administering Nigeria by virtue of mainly by a lot of it was by we were qualified by merit. So within the British run system, which was meritorious, we got these positions, and we were all over the country. In the military, of the officers class, 2/3 of the officers were Igbo ethnicity, and these guys, the selection process was by merit. What I'm trying to say is that Igbos distinguish themselves as very hardworking, intelligent, smart, and we are very, very progressive. Now something calamitous happened to us. I don't want to go into the old details. We know. You cannot talk about Nnamdi Kanu without talking about these things, because without these things, Nnamdi Kanu will not appear on the scene, or he will not be of any consequence or relevance. So a race that had the fastest growing economy, all of a sudden we were reduced to nothing. In a space of 3 years, we were destroyed, literally. Our brightest mind, many of them were wiped out in that genocide. And at the end of it, they said there was no victor, no vanquished. They said they were back on reconstruction, rehabilitation, and another R. I can't remember what that one is. But the Nigerian government refused to live up to that. It was a lie. Because what did they do first? People who had money in the bank before the war, regardless of what amount, they lost that money and they were given only 20 pounds. So a people who had been starved, who had been massacred, you return them back to Nigeria without anything except 20 pounds. This 20 pounds is for people who had money. Oh, if you didn't have any money in the bank, nothing for you. So now, these people were returned back to Nigeria, and what has Nigeria been doing with them? Nigeria now had a systemic way of making sure that they subdued us and kept us down. And it's of different forms. You can look at the way they divided the states, which Gowon started. They did it to shrink our size, putting our brethren into other neighboring states. You have Igbos in Kogi, you have Igbos in Benue, you have Igbos in Cross River, you have Igbos in Port Harcourt, you have Igbos in Edo State, Ibanki, other people. What they were trying to do was to shrink us, to keep us subdued. In the military, they don't let you ever rise. If you get into the military, by the time you get to maybe a colonel, they'll do what? They retire you. In the civil service, the same thing. I'm telling you, my dad, at the Steel Company, there was a time they came in there and retrenched 90% of the Igbo engineers for no reason, just because they were Igbos. And if you go to all the parastatals in Nigeria, that is the story of most Igbos. Now, what about our region? It became militarized. Checkpoints everywhere. If you go to the north, you just travel, you don't see any checkpoint. Once you come into the east, before you move a few meters or whatever, you see a checkpoint. And at this checkpoint, these men keep collecting bribe. Okay, now because of these hostile policies to our people now no federal presence in our region. They don't station federal institutions in our region. They make our roads. I don't know when they give these contracts, they give them to people who will eat the money. Our roads are not good. the region was run down. So you now groom the people who have been traumatized by civil war. You now groom them to become hopeless, so that once we graduate, we want to leave our region, go to Lagos, Abuja, or travel out of the country. That became the lot of the Igbo man. They destroyed our nature. Now, when you travel, you go to Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, all these countries, our Igbo brothers are in jail. Because you go to a foreign country, are you from that country? At home, they will say, oh no, Obodo Igbo. Meanwhile, you're in the streets of Madrid, in the streets of Malaysia, in the streets of Indonesia, trying to survive. When those of us that don't end up in jail and manage to do some business and start importation, when you come to Lagos, they're waiting for you in Lagos. Men like Atiku Abubakar, all these people that work in customs, they get rich off our sweat. They seize the containers and then they levy all sorts of tariffs on some of the other containers. Now, before you move those containers to the east, they keep collecting bribe at every stop. Okay, you take exam. If you're from the east, you have to score the highest in JAMB. If you're from the north, they call them educational disadvantage. But these people have been in charge of the government and all the resources coming into the country. They have access to all sorts of what do they call it? Scholarships. In the southeast, we don't get any scholarship. But after writing the exam and passing, they peg your own cutoff highest of the whole nation for you to be able to get admission into an institution. But when you now graduate and after everything, they will not give you a job. Now you start thinking of how to leave the country. So Mazi, when you do this thing to a people for a long time, how will Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not come about? Now before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu,
will not.
Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Uwazurike even came. So see what happened. We were a defeated people, but you cannot defeat a people forever. It's not possible. As long as you still have some people alive. And look, we are Igbo people. And we scattered around the world. But Nigeria, in their ploy to destroy us, they built something dangerous that they cannot deal with. Because after the war, it took many years. They had all sorts of tactics and policies to keep us down. But Uwazurike was now the first group to be brave enough to start talking about Biafra again. But because it was local and in Nigeria, they were able to stampede it. Nnamdi Kanu was a disciple of Uwazurike, but he was in London. So by the time they saw, oh, if you try to do this thing within Nigeria, they will crush it. Because we now saw how determined these people we call fellow black brothers, how determined they were to subdue us and keep us down forever. That's why Nnamdi now went on that mission and started going from nation to nation, going to wherever there was an Igbo person in all the corners of the earth and telling them, look at what they are doing to you. You are a special people, but they have destroyed you and they want to destroy, but we don't want them to keep destroying us. And Nnamdi, he was one of the best person that was able to articulate our problems. Because we were people that we are confused. We even hate ourselves. We will say Igbo people don't trust Igbo people, that we are not good people. That is why what happened to us happened to us. And we were people who were in.
Are you there? All right. It seems that his network is not stable. Are you with us, Adnan?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nnamdi was able to galvanize. Now, you see the way I'm speaking. How can you talk about the trauma of the people and you will not be agitated and mad? And that is why Nnamdi was mad, and that was the only way to drive that message. And it's not as if we were talking about things that happened in the past. There were also ongoing, there was still in
it is present continuous. Yeah.
At this time now, they want to come and take our land. They are killing our mothers in the farm. Instead of being a selfish person and just pursuing his own business in Lagos and in London and taking care of his wife and children, now they put his life, his safety, his sanity, everything on the line for all Igbo people. And then you know what happened? For a long time, people were not listening to him. But eventually, because he was speaking the truth, he started galvanizing Igbos around the world. And people from Japan, from South Korea, from US, we started listening to this our brother. And he was saying, this, but he's not mad though. That was why he went to the Igbo Congress and told them, then there were people are asking him intellectual questions, you know. Now they can see it. The Fulani are everywhere, killing everybody, kidnapping everybody. So what I'm going to say is this. Our enemies is formidable. They want to destroy us and take our land. That's how you have to understand it. Forget about your individual, whatever. If they're killing Nnamdi, he has done what he should do. Nnamdi has done what he needs to do. He has woken up millions of us around the world. You see, Nigeria, they can keep doing what they're doing, but the world is big, and we are all over the world. And when Nnamdi stop, we will continue. They must give us freedom. Even if we die, our children will take over and continue. There's nothing they can do. If they can sentence him, that place is an evil, corrupt entity. So they can sentence him tomorrow or today, no problem. Martin Luther King was killed. Like you said, Mandela was in prison for 27 years or thereabout. Many people who fought for freedom for their people, they died eventually. So what will happen to Nnamdi, for me, I'm not really worried, because I've seen his nature, and he has woken up millions of us around the world. And we may not have the military might to confront Nigeria now. But you know one thing I know, as long as you're on the side of truth, one day things will change and shift in your favor. And your enemies and those who seek to destroy you, they will be the ones at the receiving end. Because what have we done? Why do you want to destroy us? What have we done? Why do you want all our people to leave our land? Why do you want to frustrate all of us? Why don't you want us to survive? Give us Biafra? No. Allow us to be president? No. What kind of thing is that? You hate us so much, but you don't want us to go. You destroy our businesses. Oh my God, you just wake up after you won't give us a job. Then we go into business. When we make some money, you come down and burn down the business in one night. You burn down the family. Nobody is keeping record of this. So many families. You're destroying us, destroying our nature as a people. We live for thousands of years before they put us in this contraption.
All right. Omoyende Sowore made a statement this morning, had not. He said that if they jail or they convict Nnamdi Kanu today, that the federal government forgot that Nnamdi Kanu is holding a lot of people of like mind back, that people are just looking at Nnamdi Kanu and holding back that he is a leader, he is there. That when Nnamdi Kanu will be convicted or jailed, that federal government will understand that the lives of Nnamdi Kanu, thousands of them, are already well prepared. What do you have to say about that?
Mazi, thousands of us have already died before this. This struggle is not a thing of today. This struggle is as far back as 1966. The famous poet Okibo, Christopher Okibo, he died fighting for Biafra. So many of our brilliant minds died then. So death is not many of our people are already dead. A man must die someday. We all die. So, but we will not be cowards and just, we will not say the truth. And then if you try to oppress us and destroy us, we will not speak out. So if the jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's going to just be completing the narrative that these are very evil people. They will dialogue with bandits and terrorists that are killing people, killing the army, raping children and women. They will dialogue with them, give them money, negotiate, open a ministry of livestock for them. They will give it to them. But a man who has come out to say, open a seaport for our people. What kind of wickedness is this? Why would you have only one seaport when God blessed us to be along the coastline of West Africa? Open a seaport in One. Open it in Port Harcourt, in Ibocha. Give us international airport. Where will our people be traveling to Abuja and Lagos every time with all the harm that waits for them along the road and the economic and other and pressure and stress? This is a man that said, open industries for us. Allow us, both federal presence, invest in our region so that our young men will not be going around the world and be forced into drug peddling and crimes, and they are all locked up. Mazi, go to jail. If you go to Malaysia, go to our young Igbo boys are there. The people don't even know they're in jail. That is what he's asking for. He's not even said, okay, leave Biafra. But do this thing for our region. Do this thing for my people. They say no. There is a dry seaport in, is it Kaduna or Kanu? Dry seaport in Kanu that is far from the coastline. The Yorubas, they have seaport. They are opening seaport for all along their region. They want all the good things for themselves, all the federal presence, their road, everything. But they want to destroy us as a people. They don't want us to have any good thing. Is that a good thing? Is that good? Just as a human, is it good? Is what to what end? Why? So
even the devil knows it's not good.
So forget about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has done what he should do for me. He has etched his name in the timeline of history. He's a hero. That's it. He's not people who come to criticize his character. What do you want from a freedom fighter? Really? You're dealing with people, with monsters. You have to become a monster or to be monster in a good way so that you can fight them.
All right, Mr. Hardnut. Let us bring people from WhatsApp because they are much on course. So let me bring them in. Let it not be we are sidelining them, so that we still hear from them. Just stay with us. Hello.
Okay.
And we can't hear you. Good morning. Yeah, it seems you have unstable network.
Yeah. But I think we can do it here now.
All right. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. And first of all, I want to thank the speaker, my brother. I call you Fewuneli. May you continue to bless you and give you more wisdom to continue to speak out like this that you did today. And the host, thank you, my brother, for the good work that you're doing, bringing out those hidden secrets, making, letting our people know what is on the ground on behalf of, all the people that.
All right. All right, my brother. Just go straight to the point. What do you think of today's, you see there is tension in so many places about the judgment of Nnamdi Kanu. Justice James Omotocho had says that he's going to pass judgment today. So what do you think about it?
For me, I know that it is what it is, if I should put it that way, because that man, it has been a Fulani stooge, it has been a Fulani boy.
What do you mean by that?
Because if you look for the side of Hope Uzodinma in Imo State, Hope Uzodinma was take fourth position in the governorship election, and after everything, he gave Hope Uzodinma number one.
Are you,
so you can see
are you sure? Are you sure that it is
yes,
James or Motosho that?
I'm not telling you, you can go and check it out. You can go and Google it. You understand? So
I doubt.
Mazi Simon Ekpa has been, humble, saying about this man when he was still out with us here. You understand? So it's not.
So are you concluding? Are you concluding that James Omotosho is going to jail Nnamdi Kanu? Is that what we are concluding?
It's still leading out those what is I don't know what is saying there. When the law has already proven that nobody can even talk about Nnamdi Kanu anymore. He's still saying he did this, he did that, he did the other one. When the Supreme Court has already given the judgment that they should free Nnamdi Kanu. So whatever he's doing, we know we were just watching. We are just looking to see what he's going to say. But the only thing I'm just trying to tell my Yoruba brothers, the people that still have human sympathy, people that still reason well, you people should call your brother to order. So I may say it's too late to call him to order, but I think it's not yet.
Do you think it's all about tribal something?
Yes, it is. You can, if you go back, you can. What did they call this? They are founder of this Fulani people. What is his name? Sorry. What is this man's name? He's sorry, I got his name. Maybe I will remember his name when I'm speaking. He said that he's going to use when the interviewer asked him, what did he think about the Igbos? He said that Igbos, should never rule Nigeria. They should not allow Igbo man to be anything in Nigeria. Instead of Igbo man to rule Nigeria, it's better they took somebody for a contract, either, giving you a contract for you to do their bidding for them. And that is what is really playing out today in our presence, So that's Yoruba man, or Motosho, whatever they call him, he's doing the biddings of the Fulani people. He's open. Nobody, he's not eating. There's nobody that that will say that he doesn't know what is playing out in Nigeria today. So whatever thing that the Nigerian, the Fulani terrorist country, they are planning, we already know. So the reason why what's made me to call is not because of what is the judgment of Mazina. It's because of the second speak, the guy that is putting his mouth, smelling mouth, saying Mazina, they can't do that, Mazina, they can't do that, he's not, he's that, he's got. That guy, I know that you're still online. Brother, what is happening in those people in the northern Nigeria will happen to you, it will happen to your family, it will happen to your father, it will
It's okay, no, don't go personal, don't go personal.
My brother, no, hold on. It's the right time. When somebody say what is not right, you confront it. That's why Nigeria is how it is today. When somebody like me, he's doing buga, nobody is telling him, man, stop this thing. It's not the way to go. This is not the right way to go. We keep on pampering and say, no, don't do it. No, we have to tell them the fact. You have to tell the person in his face. Look at what he's saying. Nnamdi Kanu is not only fighting for the Igbo people, he's not fighting for himself. He's fighting for all Nigerians. He's fighting for all Africans, all black people all over the whole world. You see, what is happening today in Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu have said it before. He said they are coming down. They will enter Kogi to Benue to Enugu State. Okay, even yesterday, I don't know if you saw those videos, the riders, those people on the bike, there are many of them riding in Imo State. Somebody was videoing them. They just stopped the bike and took phones of that person. Why? You see, all this is what Nnamdi Kanu has said. I don't know where he is, and he's opening his stupid mouth and saying those stupid things that he's saying there. And you even give him the chance to be saying things that you know that this guy is talking about. He's talking nonsense. This kind of people doesn't deserve to come in the camera sometimes. They doesn't have the.
Sometimes you need to have people who disagree with you so that you can share the truth with them. It's very important. You understand?
Brother, no, I disagree with you. This guy is old enough to know what is happening in Nigeria. Even a boy of 10 years, 15 years, 8 years will tell you what is happening in Nigeria. But this guy is up to 40 years and he's just saying nonsense. So what is he doing with the phone that he has in his hand? What is he doing in the internet if he doesn't know what is happening in Nigeria? The problem with Nigeria is that they know the truth and they keep on turning the truth upside down. That is the problem Nigeria have. You see, look at this. That is why this idiot, this Yoruba man called himself a prophet. And people was there. People that Nnamdi Kanu is the one that telling Yoruba people, these people are in your forest. After Nnamdi Kanu said it, they thought it was lying. They went to the forest and they found out that these people are in their forest. Then that form of Moteku to combat those people. You see, when this man called himself prophet, was there telling people, the Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. People were there, those stupid Nigerians, they are there watching. Where is Oyedepo? When these people are killing Christians, those people they killed in the Benue and all the. Tomorrow, after he built that, how many acres of land church that he's building, these people, if they are alive, they will be the one to shut up us, come to that his church, pay tithe, pay dues,
offering,
and spend their money to go back to their countries, and they are killing Christians. Keep quiet.
How would the atmosphere be if Nnamdi Kanu is released today, if they discharge him today? What will be the feelings of the people?
Yes, thank you so much for this question. Now you make me to alive because Nnamdi Kanu is like a river, is a water. They said meditate in my language. Nnamdi Kanu gives hope to every Nigerian. He gives hope to me as I'm talking to you. We live outside Nigeria. It's not that we are happy that we are living outside Nigeria. It's because the way Nigeria is treating us, most especially the Igbos. Just like as the last speaker said, look at checkpoint, all the whole corners of the Igbo land. But in the north, in the Yoruba, though you can see few in the Yoruba, but in the north you see nothing where the atrocities are happening. So my brother, I will tell you that once they said that once they released Nnamdi Kanu today, me personally, here that I am, I will call this, I will call friends, I will call people. First of all is to, jubilate. First of all is to, because a man that sacrificed everything, he gives his father, he gives his money, he forgets about his family, people that they killed in his presence. Yes, the trauma, everything, he's still fighting to see that we are free from this bondage. My brother, if Nnamdi Kanu was, if they release him today, it's going to be like heaven, but there will be party in heaven, if I should put it that way. There will be party everywhere. You can be in Nigeria, be hearing the voice of people celebrating in London, in America, there in Nigeria. I'm telling you, my brother.
All right.
Please, before I leave, this guy that is opening his mouth, brother, if you say you don't know what is happening, just keep your mouth shut. Because people are dying. I'm not talking about Biafra. People that is dying in North, they are my brothers too. They are human beings like me.
It's all right.
God run through them.
It's all right, sir. We have a lot of people. Let's bring other people in. I really appreciate. I really appreciate that. Hello. Good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yeah, this is Coach calling from Italy.
Thanks for joining us, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So how will you feel today if you eventually hear that Nnamdi Kanu has been released?
Anyway, we are praying, but we don't trust Nigeria. We are praying, but we don't trust Nigeria court. Omotosho is a Yoruba man. They have already bribed him. He is bribed. So we don't have any hope from him, unless from God Almighty. We trust only in God. If Nnamdi Kanu will be released today, is by the special grace of God and the Chukwokikabiaba, not from Omotosho. Only if God arrested him, that is only magic that will make Nnamdi Kanu to be free. Because we know Igbo tribe in Nigeria, other tribes hate them. Mostly Yoruba people hate Igbos. They don't like Igbos.
Why do you think so?
But I want to tell Omotosho one thing. This fight will be Igbo and the Yoruba fight.
Why do you think so?
If he didn't take time. That's my warning to him.
Why do you think so? What is your position? Do you think it's about the Nigerian government, or about Yorubas. I don't think it's sound about Yorubas, no.
No, I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. I said, I don't think that this thing is all about Yoruba. This is about Nigeria, not Yoruba people. Don't forget that there are a lot of Yoruba people who are canvassing for Nnamdi Kanu, someone like Omoyinde Sowore and the rest of them, you know, who are always with him. I don't think this is all about tribe. It's all about Nigeria something, I believe.
Yes.
Because both Igbos, like most Igbo politicians, they are still doing the same thing, opposing the release of Nnamdi Kanu. What do you think?
Yes. There is good Yorubas. I know in every tribe there is good and bad. But the bad will cause harm to the good. That is how it works. If Omotosho refused to release Nnamdi Kanu today, this is fight between Yorubas and Igbos caused by Omotosho. We will not tolerate it. Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. About 5 courts in Nigeria have released Nnamdi Kanu. Why should Omotosho hold him? Did he have personal stay with him?
Let us assume until his final judgment.
The Kenya court have declared that Nnamdi Kanu is innocent.
Yeah. Let us.
High court in Enugu have said so. High court in Enugu has said so. Why is High court in Nigeria different? Are they not following the same law?
Yeah, following.
High court will be different. Appeal court have released Nnamdi Kanu under this issue. Why should Omotosho continue this issue? Is he mad?
That is the judicial rascality. That is why I'm telling you that this is more of Nigeria something. You understand? It's more of Nigeria something.
Other judges from Nigeria have run out from this case. Only Omotosho said he will do it.
What about if Omotosho eventually release him today? Will you make the same statement? Or do you think we should allow him to say what he wants to say first?
I will still make it because he have already made mistake earlier. Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be released since, not even today. He's supposed to release since, not today. I will still make it. He's not
all right.
Judge.
What about if Tinubu directs? We don't actually know what is going on in the court as I'm speaking to you now. Okay. What about if Tinubu had directed Attorney General to withdraw the case?
That should be better for them. It should be better for them because what is coming to Nigeria is bigger than Nigeria.
It's all right.
See what is happening in the north now. See what Boko Haram. See what they are doing there. See what ISIS are doing. They couldn't even challenge them. How much more? Igbos started their own. Do you think that Nigeria is not finished? They should correct their mistake today.
It's all right.
So that country will not grant.
It's all right.
That is my advice for them.
It's all right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Let's get on to another call.
I want to kick off with this news that broke a few hours ago. Nigeria's appeal court dropping all charges against the separatist leader Nnamdi Kanu after ruling that he had been illegally arrested abroad. The court also ruled that his extradition
My name is Chooks.
Okay, Choose from Switzerland. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. All right. We are talking about the issue of Nnamdi Kanu's trial that have stayed over 10 years. And in these 10 years, we have had a series of court judgments in his favor. What will be your feeling today if Nnamdi Kanu is released?
Yeah, well, this.
You can off your YouTube over there because the sound is coming out.
So can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Government, it's a very, very difficult thing to defeat a government, openly like that. But I know by the end, they have to settle this issue, behind closed doors, political solution. You understand?
Okay.
So whatever Motosho is going to do today is part of the game, that kind of a thing.
Okay.
Because originally the case has become a drama. And it is not going to be very, very easy like that to convince a man, that everything has so open that there is drama inside it. By court of appeal, releasing first, discharging government and went and take an execution of war. It doesn't happen in any world, Court is first, judiciary first in government. Without judiciary, there is no government. So when they make an order, government have to respect it. So all this one that they are doing is just, we know it, we know the game. So they are going to do normal thing they're supposed to do and allowing Nnamdi to cool down because they believe that Nnamdi have not cooled down yet. They want to discuss with him because they know that Nnamdi already has become a political figure. Them themselves have made Nnamdi to become worldwide. And another thing is this, in law, you cannot violate a law and convict that, but it's impossible. It can never happen. So what they do is now is just the mistake they have already done, that kind of a thing. So what they need to do now is to discuss with Nnamdi politically, privately, and discuss how things will move on. Then Nnamdi will just go home and rest.
But the issue is that they have been discussing with him before, according to the information available. The discussion is on about him dropping the Biafra agitation, of which it is not possible.
Yeah, the discussion is supposed to be, what's your problem? What do you want us to do? Is it anything that we are doing that is not right? Okay, now tell us. It happens everywhere. Even when sometimes people just, come out like, start demonstration and go to the government office. One person will come out, police will escort them. Not this one, they will shoot him there with tear gas. Police will escort them. Somebody will demand, they will put on their request. The person says, okay, I have heard you guys are going to hear for us. Everything will go like that. And the government will address that issue. That is what makes a government. So in this case of Nnamdi, something like that, I believe something like that can happen. Maybe it depends the way government are doing it. If you tell somebody, denounce this thing here, sign, and say, I have denied this thing here, we leave you. You grant your freedom. You are giving that person a condition. You are forcing it under duress, and it's not good. It's something you can discuss. Put it in the table.
All right. Discuss
with him. No duress, no force, nothing.
All right.
Allow him to express his feelings. You understand what I mean?
I understand.
My old man is a senior advocate of Nigeria before he died, so I know how these games play.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a very good point to know. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll receive another caller from WhatsApp before we go back to our two guests in the studio. Then we'll end the stream pending the outcome of the court before we come live again. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, let nobody panic. nothing will happen.
No, nothing will happen. No matter the outcome, not be today now. Not today.
Nothing will happen. I just did. Okay, now later, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, Okocha, you are doing a great job. You are doing a wonderful job. See, you see, this trial happening today, is not, can you hear me clear?
Yeah. You are live.
It's not just Nnamdi Kanu that is on trial. The Oba of Lagos is on trial.
Why do you refer to Oba of Lagos?
Okay, that's what I'm trying. You see, we like speaking beautiful Prince English in Nigeria without getting to the core of the truth. Okay, you know, the last time I called you, I was trying to establish a fact. If we do not dismantle the Fulani Caliphate, we are wasting our time. Okay? All this beautiful Prince English, jihadist terrorism, Sharia, all these things. The prime head of the Hydra-headed monster is the Fulani Caliphate. What is letting the blood of Nigerians, the bloodletting happening in Nigeria is coming from the Fulani Caliphate. Okay? So, why do I say that Nnamdi Kanu is not the only one on trial today? If these people are very deceptive, okay? Jihadism has many heads. They have the deception head, okay? Muslim presidency is one of the heads, okay? The Sharia in northern Nigeria is one of the heads. Kidnappings that are happening in Nigeria is one of the heads. The bloodletting happening in Jos and other part of the country is one of the heads. Okay? Go and check the meaning of Mujahideen. Asari Dokubo is a Mujahideen. Mujahideen is jihadist. Asari Dokubo sitting in South is one of the heads. Is Hydra-headed monster. So why did I say that Oba of Lagos is on trial? Why do I say that Oba of Benin is on trial? Obi of Onitsha is on trial today. Only of Ifra that are laughing upon is on trial today. Because when they finish with Nnamdi Kanu, the Fulani Caliphate will dismantle all these thrones. They are coming down. It's a matter of time. You see, people do not want to hear the fundamental of the truth. Nigeria is a country where people speak beautiful Queen's English. What is his name? Ole Shoyinka is a professor. What is his name? The governor of Anambra State is a professor. But these two people are highly educated. Bishop of Sokoto, Kuka, is highly educated. He's learned. But are you hearing me? But these people do not realize that Sharia law in a secular state is like virus in the human body. They do not realize that Sharia law in a secular state is like having a very big snake in a beautiful mansion. Okay, they don't realize these things, but these people are educated. They do not realize that Nnamdi Kanu, all this sit at home, all this shouting at this, but Nnamdi Kanu is sending a clear message to them that I am resisting Sharia in a secular state. Nnamdi Kanu is resisting Sharia in a secular state. So, the last time I called you, I said that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for the indigenous people. He's fighting for the Christian association. The core, the foundation of Christianity, the foundation of Christendom in Nigeria is under attack. We do not realize what we are dealing with. And these people are the same thing. They will tell you we are fighting is insecurity, is bandits. Because if they tell you what they are doing, these people they are working. They cover it with insecurity, they cover it with bandits. So you won't be awakened to what is happening. So what is on trial today is the heart of Christendom. Is on trial today. If you now become false, it is a matter of time before Christendom will disappear. It's a matter of time before the throne of Oba of Benin will be under attack. It's a matter of time before the throne of Oni of Ife will be under attack. It's a matter of time before the throne of Obi of Onisha will be under attack. These people are not fighting for Islam. They project and uphold Islam. Their sole purpose is the dominion and dominance of the Fulani countries.
All right.
We all can witness what Islam is doing in Dubai. Okay? These people are trying to colonize the country. They use Islam as a cover, but it's about colonization. Okay? This is what we are witnessing. What we are going to witness today in court is the trial of evil. Is evil fighting against good. Okay? So let nobody be deceived that Nnamdi Kanu is on trial. No. The indigenous people of Nigeria is on trial. The foundation of Christianity in Nigeria is on trial. Okay?
It's all right.
So let all of us be awakened to what is happening. Okay? No, you people should stop saying justice or motorship. It is the caliphate, the Fulani caliphate that is causing this bloodletting, that is trying to navigate. It is not a motorship.
It's all right.
So you people should not be deceiving yourselves. It is not Tinubu that is trying it is the Fulani caliphate. If you want to kill a snake, you cut off the head. The Fulani caliphate must be dismantled in Nigeria for Nigerians to have peace. For this bloodletting to stop, the Fulani caliphate must be dismantled. Enough of this beautiful Queen's English.
Okay.
The
Thank
Fulani
you.
caliphate must be dismantled. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your point of view. Okay, just as I said before, this live session is scheduled for 1 hour 30 minutes. Let us turn to the studio. Mr. Hardnot and Obondo. At least we've gotten so many reactions of the people, what people are saying, how people are reacting to this issue going on. Mr. Hardnot, Mr. Obondo, please, what are you leaving with us? Just few words for us before we come back, because I am going to actually do a live stream pending the outcome of the judgment, okay? No matter how the judgment goes, I will still come back live to say some things. You know, as I do say, here is a public opinion platform. Most of the time, I think I also enjoy not only people who agrees with what I'm saying, I also like to enjoy and entertain others, you know, so that we can share opinions and talk about what is going on. All right, Mr. Obondo, just in 1 minute, which word are you leaving with us?
Mr. Marcel, thank you so much for this platform. What I would say to everyone watching this is that me Ubulumudu, I tell people that I want Nnamdi Kanu to get this freedom he's clamoring for, so that we will see that this is not the solution. The person had not said that Nnamdi Kanu has the right to be mad, but no, no, you cannot. A mad general will never win the war. To win a fight, the first law is you have to be calm. Nnamdi Kanu is not calm yet. So that's what I'm leaving us with today.
It's all right. Okay.
But Segodi, 1 second, let me just say one more thing before I leave us.
Say what you want to say.
Like I said to you, though you said that this call it's not nice. He says it's not heavy. But I will tell us again, this issue is a spiritual issue. Christianity is a foreign nation. Christianity is a foreign religion. Nnamdi Kanu said that we are Jews. I'm like, Nnamdi Kanu, no. I'm a Jew. I'm not a Jew. So provided we don't want to discuss the religious truths, we'll just keep running in circles. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Hardnott, over to you, sir.
Okay, so Mazi, I don't know what the Omotosho judge is going to rule. Regardless of what he does, I don't really, for me it's not too relevant. If he sentences Nnamdi, then things will okay. So if he frees Nnamdi, so for me it's not really consequential. What I would say is
not
for some people, there's some people say they will jubilate and eat rice and all those things. For me, I want Biafra. So if Nnamdi comes out and stops doing Biafra, I will cut off from him. But if they sentence him and we continue doing Biafra, it is better. So you can understand. So, but what I'm going to say, the problem in Nigeria is not Christianity versus Islam. That's not true. It has that coloration somewhat, but that's not what it is. The problem in Nigeria is ethnic based, mainly. Now they use religion, as another factor to fuel it. It's because now most Igbos are Christians, most Fulanis are Muslims. Then there is the tendency to give it that coloration that this is ethnic caliphate fighting the Christendom and all those things. That's not what the fight is. The Fulanis have their agenda, and it's kind of represented by what the caliphate is doing. Now, how do you save yourself from the Fulani? We have proven that we as indigenous people cannot form a formidable front because we are not at the same ethnic group. So we don't view issues the same way and we don't trust ourselves. That is what Nzogu and his cohort tried to do. If we were like that, then that one would have succeeded.
All right.
But it did not succeed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's all man for himself. Igbo people should try to save themselves. Yoruba should try to save them. Everybody save yourself from the caliphate or whatever. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Hardnott. With this, we are going to call it a day. And don't forget that court freeing Nnamdi Kanu today does not mean federal government will free him. Maybe it will take another revolution because the court had freed Nnamdi Kanu time without number before. So according to Hardnott, today's court case is not that consequential no matter the outcome. But what the people want is freedom. Thank you for joining us. Pending the aftermath of the ruling, we shall see on the live stream.